things not turn sour on the day of the birthday party, I'll never ever never ever again. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you are watching for the first time, my name is Natasha and welcome to my channel. I really do hope you become a part of this family by just clicking the subscribe button below and hitting your notification bell so that you are notified when I do post a video. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much, loves. I really appreciate your continued support and welcome back. So today is a Sunday. It's the 3rd of October. I think the time now is just before 1 p.m. if I'm not mistaken, Central African time. And then I'm in the car. I'm on my way to the mall. This is basically a start to this video. I thought I should maybe take you guys along and show you guys what I'm going to be up to, not for the day necessarily, but just to take you guys with me to the mall before I get into the conversation that this video is about, as you can tell from the title of the video. So I'm in the car. Today was a very, very busy day for me, and it was actually hectic. But on the flip side, I'm actually really grateful because it was also productive. I woke up today and then obviously made the bed. I actually changed the bedding because it was overdue for a change. I changed the bedding and then I started cleaning the house while I was also putting some laundry in the washing machine. After I was done actually cleaning, then I washed the dishes. And then after washing the dishes, I washed the cars. Then after washing the cars, and then I went to take a shower, and now I am on my way to the mall to get some stuff to cook so that I can prepare for Sunday dinner. So yeah, basically that is it. I'll take you guys with me. There's nothing much, guys. I'm just going to get a few things, and I just thought for those of you who are not from PE, maybe it would be nice for you guys to see one of our malls and how it looks and all of that. So I'll catch you guys soon. So remember how I told you guys in the ways to save money video that I did, I'm gonna put it in the description box below for those of you who haven't watched it. So I got these free smoothies from the Vodacom app, and obviously I got them for free at Kauai. So guys, I still say use those apps where you can get free stuff. Sisebenzise. So another tip, always keep your paper bags and plastics in your boot if you have a car, so that you don't have to buy plastics and paper bags every time you go to the mall. For instance, these ones I had in my boot, so I didn't have to buy new ones. So yeah, just a money saving tip. Hey guys, so as per the, what do you call it? As per the title of the video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I was dribbled by this guy that I once dated. I actually thought I was dating him, and I was dating him alone. So, this is how the story goes down. I'm in a taxi with a friend of mine. Ne? I'm so friends with this person. We were coming from Ekaya. Because in Dukulele Magagi, like I grew up in a place called Magagi. For those of you who don't know, it's in Port Elizabeth. So when I was still in varsity, I used to go back home and visit. So then on this day, I had gone to visit. My mouth seems dry. Let me just put some lip balm on my mouth. Then I had gone to visit on this day, and then I had gone with my friend from varsity. And so we were actually now going back to Res. Not really Res, because we were not staying on campus, we were staying off campus, but yeah, we were going back to our accommodation. So we basically took a taxi. Oh, sorry. So, yeah, okay. Long story short, I think I'm gonna need to pour myself some wine, guys. Man, guys, I'm thinking of making some chicken. I've actually taken some chicken out to defrost. I'm thinking of making some chicken, what's this? I bought this cook in a bag kit. I was looking for the other one, but I couldn't find it. I think the one that I've used before is from No or something like that. Yeah, other people pronounce it as No, I think it's No, whatever, KNORR, the normal cooking brand. The normal food brand, man, yeah. So I think I'm gonna use this one. I don't know if you guys can see it. I hope the camera focuses. I'm gonna use this sticky oriental thingy. It's also cook in a bag. The instructions are so like hectic, and guys, one thing about me, I love cooking. Like I would cook for anything. If I want to eat something specific, I will wake up and cook it. I like satisfying my cravings. I don't like, but I feel just nice when I satisfy my cravings. But the point I'm trying to make is that I love the kitchen. I love cooking. One thing about me, you come and visit me, I'ma cook for you. I'ma serve you. I'm gonna make you enjoy yourself when you're at my place. I think I love hosting also generally. And yeah, just making people feel relaxed when they're in my presence, and serving them. I think it also has, I think I'm saying the word I think too much, but what I want to say is that I think generally it also has a spiritual connotation to it, in the sense of when you serve others, you put yourself humbly, and you put yourself like we as toba, so that you can serve them. So I think it's got a spiritual connotation, because Jesus served people a lot. So yeah, I just got a few stuff, guys. I don't like showing what I buy when I go to the shops, and I don't even want to start, or else it's gonna just be a problem. So I won't even really show you guys what I bought. I just literally bought a few toiletries and just some stuff that I was gonna use to cook today. So but I wanted to show you guys this, because I think I'm going to show you guys a picture of how the meat turns out once I'm done cooking it in this cook in a bag. I really love cooking, guys. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is, as I'm pouring myself and speaking. I'm just gonna refill. I just bought a few spices to refill, so I'm just gonna, but I think these things are wet. Guys, one thing about me, I don't like wasting money unnecessarily, like honestly speaking. So we recycle these. We don't throw them away once they're finished. And one thing I like about Robertson Spice is that the packaging and the sticky thing on the packaging is very, very durable. Like it sticks on and it doesn't really come off easily. So even if you do wash it, it honestly doesn't come off, and it's got, I think, a plastic layer, so it's really hard for it to come off. Like for instance, these ones I actually soaked in some water overnight and then I washed them the next day and they like still intact. So I really, really love Robertson Spices, guys. I don't want to lie, I don't like compromising at the same time. But in terms of if I can save myself a few rands, I mean, I am going to do that. So I just bought a few refills, like literally the same refills as what's on the bottle. So I'm just going to pour those. But I think they still wet, so I don't think that's a good idea. Let me wait for them to dry fully, because now that's another thing that really beats my OCD up. I don't like it when spice is moist and dense and then now you can't pour it out of the container and stuff like that. So I think I'll just leave it to dry out and then I'll just pack the stuff away. So I'm gonna pour myself. Why does this thing look so dirty? Jeez. Okay guys, another thing about me, like I'm one of the most domesticated people you'll ever meet. I like a clean and neat place, but when it comes to dishes, hey, and because there's like lawi. I honestly wash dishes because I have to, and because I mean, and this will but otherwise generally I knew and yeah, that's that. Okay, so I just need to. And guys, one thing about me, hey, one thing about me, yo. Anyways, wine na. Antandi class yami bekhono ibe mdaka. You dibane into ezinjalo. So I like when my glass is literally, it must be like clean. I must be able to see myself through it. So yeah. Yes. If you watch my videos regularly, you know that if you watch my videos regularly, whatever, if you watch them frequently, you'll know what Nina. On Sundays, I love having my glass of wine just to relax my body. I don't drink to get drunk or to get tipsy. I just honestly just enjoy a glass or two to just relax my body. So, okay, let's get straight into it. So, as I was saying, me and my friend, we're driving. Okay, we're not driving, but the taxi driver was driving. But basically, we're traveling back to our accommodation. And then, yo guys, what I heard. Okay, guys. So, got into the taxi. Then there was this guy sitting on the seat. I think my friend sat next to him, and then I think I was sitting at the seat. No, there's usually two seats, and then there's obviously the aisle, and then there's a seat. I was sitting up, and then my friend was sitting next to him. Then we start conversating. We start conversating with this guy. For privacy purposes, what can we call him? We'll call him Stephen. Cool. I go Stephen. A friend. I'm like, he's busy conversating with my friend more than he was conversating with me. And I could tell, I could read like from the body language that, okay, I think my friend liked the guy. But then I was like, okay, I don't want to conclude in anything because we hadn't really spoken, because I mean, we just met the guy. So nevertheless, for thingy purposes, what is this? For privacy purposes also, we'll call my friend Angel. Fine. Oh, Stephen or Angel. Long story short, the guy ends up, like, we have nice conversation, the three of us in the taxi. Then the guy ends up like liking us, and he's like, no man, you guys seem like really cool people. Where do you stay? guys should give me your number so that we can chat. But then I was like, okay, I saw that Angel had a thing for Steven. So I was like, okay, you know what? I don't want to come in between whatever Angel feels for Steven. So let him take her number. But then I could feel deep down my heart that I like this guy. Cool. And I'm not the type of friend, Gemna, when I know what my friend likes you, then I go after you or doing one type of like thing. So yeah, nevertheless, and they exchange numbers with Angel no Steven. Fast forward, they start chatting general stuff, So after like I think a week of them chatting, then I saw that my friend was not really as interested as she was. Then I was like, I really like this guy. I think he's cool. And yeah, I think I just said that to her. And then she was like, no, you can actually have his number. And I'll tell him that I gave his number to you or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So fine, I think she also gave him my number, if I remember correctly. And then namke one guy number number Steven. Hi girl. No Steven. Okay guys, so I'm gonna quickly like, what do you call it? So spicy nyama while I speak to you guys. So Steven, okay guys, okay. Get to know each other. You know, he was a very handsome guy. I'm gonna say wasn't because he's no longer a part of my life, but not that he's passed away or anything like that. But yeah, was a very handsome guy, very handsome, like good looking. Kubone. He was almost like not too mixed, so like bukala, you know, type of like thing. I can find young like. Oh guys, I wanted to show you this thing. I bought myself this sorbet thingy. The only reason why I bought myself this is because guys, today in the like I was cleaning, you know, doing the laundry, washing the cars, washing the dishes. So I think my hands are like no. So I just bought myself this because now I want to maybe like exfoliate my hands. It's an exfoliating hand scrub. I want to exfoliate my hands when I'm done like cooking and everything for the night. And then just relax my hands a bit. Guys, you must take care of your hands, ne? They allow you to do things. Anyways, I've called up. I think I'm getting distracted. Okay, man, okay, guys, okay. I will start chatting with guy. Long story short, man, I end up having feelings for this guy. Sure. Okay, so when I met him, he said to me he was looking for work. Ne? So he's currently unemployed, he's looking for employment and stuff like that. Yeah, guys, one thing about me, I've got a big heart. Like, I think then I was younger, so I was very naive, but now that I'm older, my mind is more sharp and I'm more vigilant, I'm more woke, so no one can play a fool out of me anymore because I can pick up on signs that are just off, red flags. So back then, I was still my naive self and my, you know, what would Jesus do self. Every time when I need to do something, I'm like, what would Jesus do? Okay, Jesus would help this person, so I need to help them. So I was like, no, he's my man, because obviously we started dating. I can find guys, fast forward. Hey! Let me just wash my hands. Okay, fast forward, guys. Okay, fine. I think it was in the first week of us officially like making our relationship a thing. He told me Uti he wants to fax his CV and resume to this other company, but then he doesn't have money. Yabo. So I was like, and at that time, guys, remember, I was still working for a Wakaberry. Wakaberry is like that frozen yogurt bar, if you guys don't know. I was working there, guys, and I was getting paid wages. I wasn't getting a salary. And I think the most I would get paid in like a week, because I used to work Monday to Sunday, but then I'd go to work after school from Monday to Friday. And then when I didn't have class, I would go and work a full day. Then on weekends, I'd work like a full day. So I wasn't like a full-time employee. But yeah, I was working Monday to Friday in terms of shifts. I can find me guys. So guys, with whatever wages I was getting at Wakaperi, I would always share my wages with this guy. Like, always, like always, I would share my wages with this guy. Like if I would get 500 that week, I'd give him like 250 and like, okay, this is money to help you apply for jobs, money to help you to buy a few toiletries. And back then, get that, because this was like 2014, 2013. So no, I'm lying, it wasn't 2014, it was actually 2013, 2012. It was 2012 in my first year, yeah. So back then things were cheaper than they are now, so it was easy, yabo, for me to say, okay, 250 zithengele those dingayo, yabo. I can find my big condo. I was excited, gave him the money. I get he said to me he needs money to apply for jobs and all of that, and send his CVs and fax his CVs. Hi guys, then it moved from the money. Then he'd come and visit me every now and then. Then he'd say to me, Uguti, I remember this one time he said to me, asked him what he was doing. He was like, no, he's just chilling. So I'm a very loving person, like guys. Anyone who's been in a relationship with me will tell you. Even my boyfriend now will tell you. I'm one of the most loving people. Like, I'm so nurturing. I ask you, have you eaten? Do you have food? Do you need anything? So I've always been that person. So I was asking him, what is he doing? He was like, no, he's just chilling. He's not doing anything much. So he was like, what are you doing? So I'm like, oh, I'm eating. He's like, yo, must be nice because I don't even have food. Yabo. So I got ring at that time, but this guy, we are the guys, yo, bang hurtile, but like hurta. So I'm like, hi man, how can I have food and you don't have food? Come. At that time I was staying in a commune. We were staying in a flat, and then there were like 3 bedrooms, but then we were like, I think 5 of us in the house, because now we used to share bedrooms, and I was staying with a friend of mine. I can find my big condo. And I dished whatever food I had cooked, dished up for him, and then and then he left. Yabo. Damniki grosa guys, dampakela. Like ndayicapkela ke lento guys indununu. We call it in Xhosa indununu, ndicapkela inhliziyo yami yonke. And ithandi tu. I feel like it's so fatty, and generally I just don't like it. I just feel like, I think it's the chicken's ass, so I'm not about to eat the chicken's ass. But other people like it, which I find very weird. But in any case, sorry. Long story short, shared my groceries with him, then he left. Now this thing of now me having to help him now is an every week thing. Every week, Mukai, hi, I don't have money for this. Hi, I don't have money for that. Hey, okay. When I met him, he never told me. We did ask each other about relationships, like, are you in a relationship? Are you not in a relationship? And stuff like that. And when I met him, he did say to me, Uguti, he wasn't with anyone. Okay, guys, fine. Okay. Then I was like, you know what? One thing about me, it will never sit well with me knowing that you probably would miss an opportunity, and I could have helped you or assisted you, yabo. So I was like, "Ay man, let me keep helping this guy." I mean, out of the goodness of my heart, and you know, at that time I was still naive and all of that. So I was like, "Ay man, Chico would never, you know, approve if I don't help him and stuff like that." I get fine, get guys, get. I'm not this guy. Kept on giving him a bit of my money whenever I did have, and stuff like that. Like, it basically got out of hand, because now I was like, this is becoming too much. This one time, I eventually, because he was very reluctant about me visiting his place also, by the way. Like, he would always like avoid anything that would require me going to his place or visiting his place. Yeah? So eventually I visited his place. He was staying in a 1-bedroom apartment. Okay, it was not an apartment. It was like a huge house. Then he was like, he had his own bedroom. And in his bedroom was like everything, like the kitchen was there, the bedroom was there and whatever. Then he starts telling me, I gonna rent for the month. And he's asking me, can't I assist him get rent? I was like, yo, bruh. Now you're pushing it, like, honestly speaking, because and at that time, I was also being assisted by a friend of mine who I stayed with. The mother was paying rent for us, but she was only paying a portion of it. Then we used to pop out money to assist or to add on to the rent table. Fine. So I was like, this guy is really pushing it now, yabo. But now I thought, man, it's desperation, they understand that. And I said to him, I don't have money at that time. I'll see what I can help him with. I think his rent at that time was like, I think it was like 1.2, yabo. So I was like, okay, I'll see what I can do. Maybe I'll help, 500 or whatever. Mind you guys, the pay wage is namgela cash. Okay guys, fast forward. Friend of mine that I was friends with in high school was having a birthday party. So she needed a DJ for the birthday party because obviously she invited me to the birthday party. And then the guy, Steven Lo, ne, he was kind of like a DJ because he had the whole, set and the speakers and all of that. So he was experienced. I think it's something he did part-time and all of that. So I was like, dude, a friend of mine is doing a birthday party. Are you interested in being a DJ? She needs a DJ. No, sure, no problem. I don't mind. I'll be there. So I was like, man, hooking my boyfriend up with some work. I felt so proud of myself. It was exciting. I was happy for him because now I knew, okay, whatever money he makes, because obviously she was going to pay him, whatever money he makes, he's going to be able to pay for his own rent. Whoa! Did things not turn sour on the day of the birthday party? Mukai busy exchanging numbers in front of me, guys. Uchinchi numbers, like taking people's numbers, busy flirting with girls. That was the thing. That's all about. Like I've heard, I'll never, ever never ever again. So we prepared for the day. Then Stephen packed his equipment. We were ready to go to the party. Guys, I guess I'm just seasoning my meat, guys. I'm gonna add this Woolworths rice seasoning. Guys, another thing about me, Nemna, and na Yolando yoba, spice, chicken spice, it's for chicken. Barbecue spice, it's for steak. Don box spices, aye, you call them guys, galela, yonkindo. It's chicken eyes with tata. It's no, this is not chicken spice, this is barbecue spice. This chicken is all big, so I've also added some meat tenderizer, obviously, because I'm going to put it in the cook in a bag and put it in the oven. So I want it to be in English, to vote. To be well cooked, okay, cool. Okay guys, let's figure out in. Guy sets up his deck. No issues, yabo. I can't be condo, okay. Okay, guys. Hey! Then now people are drinking, people are getting tipsy. Even the noise levels are going up now because people are getting drunk and people are getting tipsy. Mukai decides now Uguti, he's gonna be staring. Now, there's a very thin line between insecurity and between ukhelwa, guys, honestly speaking. Because what happened was people were now asking for his number because obviously they want to book him to become their DJ at their event. But my thing is, he's with his girlfriend. Yabo. I didn't understand why guys, it didn't sit well with me, the fact that other girls were asking for his number. And I could tell, guys, I was not born yesterday. Even if one dribble, I could tell from the conversations and the way he had been flirting with the people before. This is more than just, I want to book you to be my DJ. This has a lot to do with, I want to chill with you, I want to get to know you, and maybe I want to get in bed with you. Yeah, bo? So, chinchi numbers, nabantu brothers, kesan. Then I saw Guta, this is honestly getting out of hand and I'm feeling disrespected now. So I called him on the side and I was like, dude, because now even my friend who had the birthday party was like, "Ay, friend, and yazi nabakwenzeka ntoni phakathi kwenu, but hey, lo mfana lo engathi ngokuseka nikeza inamba zakhe ebantwini blah 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 blah." And one of my friends told me that they were chatting outside and they're going to be meeting up this week or whatever. Long story short, guys, the guy flirted the whole night with other girls and he basically took their numbers. But I was like, you know what? I'm helping my boyfriend. Fine. Long story short, got paid for the night. We left, packed up his stuff. So I got to him, and I was just not in the mood to speak to him. I think I didn't speak to him for like a couple of days and stuff like that. Fine. Obviously, I'm a girl. We got back together. He promised me that no, the girls that he was just talking to, it was strictly business purposes, and they were just telling him they want to invite him to the things, to the events that they're gonna have, and they were asking him if he could be the DJ. Fine, we forgave each other. Hey guys, fast forward. Then the guy started receiving calls. Oh, before that, he had a wallpaper of a girl and him, yabo. But then the first time we met, I asked him about it. He said, no, it's his sister, and they're very close. I was like, okay, cool. And they actually looked alike. Cool. And fast forward, guys, the guy starts receiving calls. He'll be there in the bathroom, whispering, yabo. Then I entered this one time. He all of a sudden just dropped the phone on the person. Then I asked him, who are you talking to? No, I'm talking to my sister, but I think her airtime finished. I was like, how coincidental is it that when I entered in the bathroom, then airtime yakapela? Fine, but I could tell something was fishy, and I've always had a strong gut feeling or instinct or whatever. So fine, okay, guys, I'm really messing up because I'm supposed to refill this spice into that container, but it's not dry yet, but I want to use the spice. So yeah, I'm using this Portuguese chicken spice. I really love the way it tastes. Anyways, so yeah, then things became tense because now I'm like, who are you calling and calling in the bathroom and whispering with? Yabo, I can find it. Then he obviously tried to play me, tried to put a story to it. No, there's nothing to it. You have nothing to worry about. Blah 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 blah. No problem. Then I think the hair on my body was just raising, and my gut instinct was starting to tell me, "Woody, something's dodgy about this guy." So then I did something I should have done a long time ago. I went onto his Facebook and I searched, and I did my FBI things. Yeah, guys, did I not find pictures of him and this girl with her stomach as though she's pregnant? The same girl he told me is his sister, who he had on his wallpaper. Questioned him about it. No, she's my sister. No, yabo. But at that time, Nam, I was lonely. I was alone. I was desperate for love. I hadn't become wise as I am now, and I hadn't really found much of my worth in Christ. So I was still all over the place trying to find a sense of belonging. So anything that felt like home, I was willing to open my arms to it. Hi guys. So what happened was, I was in the kitchen cooking, and then he was in the room, yeah, when he came to visit me, and my flatmate was out of town. Came to visit me, I was cooking. Then as I'm walking towards the bedroom, yeah, obviously now with the food, I can hear he's on the phone, yeah. So I was like, you know what? Then I stood outside. Hey guys, busy talking about how he can't wait to see her, and he's excited. He can't wait to see the baby, blah blah blah. He's trying his best to make ends meet. Things are looking up for him. He's gonna get a job. Hey guys, long story short, I discovered that Umudud was actually expecting a baby from this lady who I supposedly known as his sister for almost, I think, 4 months or 5 months. So that's how I was dribbled, guys, and that's how I became a blesser, and I didn't even know I was a blesser. After that, I was like, you know what, unpinde. I became very woke, and I think the lesson I took out of that, especially now that I'm wiser, was that read someone, know someone, get to know them before you open up your pockets, your heart, your mind, before you let those walls fall down. Get to know them, get to know who they are, where they're from, get to see their true colors, get to see intentions. Don't just open your pockets for anyone. Nah. Guys, there's nothing wrong with spoiling your partner. For instance, the person I'm with now, we have a beautiful relationship, and we've got a mutual understanding in terms of spoiling each other and all of that. It's not one-sided. I am not expecting him to do everything for me just because he's a man. I feel like people who expect their boyfriend to do everything for them are really setting themselves up for disappointment, because no person wants to always be doing stuff for you. It's also nice to be in the receiving end once in a while. So for me personally, I'm glad I learned that. So I don't expect anything from my boyfriend, and I've got my own money. I can do stuff for myself. But whenever he does do something for me, it's actually even more nice and exciting, because I don't have to ask for it. He doesn't have to ask me for anything. If I do something for him, it's because I want to do it out of the goodness of my heart. So yeah, it was also learning Londeleyo Yokuti. Don't just open up your pockets to anyone. Don't just open up your heart, even your life, guys, especially nowadays. People have the weirdest intentions for people. People come with different motives. People come for different reasons. Some people literally, they scheme and scan your profile of who you are, and they already know when they come by their agenda. So get to know people, or you're meeting someone who could be a potential partner. Get to know them, read who they are, just get to know them before you do anything for them, because abantu, guys, and honestly speaking, this thing of being nice, I'm a very giving person and a nice person, and I'm one of those people. If you're my friend and I love you, I will go to the ends of the earth for you. But I think the older I'm getting and the more mature and wiser that I'm getting, I'm realizing it's very important to also be aware and don't be naive. And in as much as you're going to be loving and giving, you need to be aware that some people come to take. So just read people, get to know them, and just don't jump into anything too quick, and don't just open up your heart too quick. Get to know people first. And like I always say, Uti, there's never a mistake or a failure. There's just lessons learned. I needed to go there so that I can learn to not be naive, to be more vigilant, to be more careful. And guys, God, now one thing I've learned about God will show you who God is, because the guy, I literally met him in a taxi. Before I bought my car, I obviously used to take public transport, which was a taxi. And guys, God will humble you. The thing is about God, you don't play with his people and then think you're gonna get away with it. I don't say God does bad upon people, but you will get what's coming for you. Karma will deal with you. I believe in karma, guys. I met the guy in a taxi. Guys, like it looked like he was working as a painter. So he had paint all over his body. He was looking so scruffy, guys. And lesson was that he's probably still stuck in the same place where I left him years ago. And that's the thing. You can't hurt people. You can't use people and think that you're going to get away with it for the rest of your life. Karma is going to deal with you. And that's one of the lessons that I learned also about this whole experience. And also just another very important lesson I learned from meeting Steven was that it's very important for you to don't feel bad for the goodness that you have shown other people, even if they've used you, even if they abused your love. Don't feel bad for the love that you've given them and for expressing. Don't feel bad for being authentic and for being who you are and who you are meant to be, because that says more about who you are as a person than them who have come to use you. It means you've got so much love to give that you gave it, but maybe just to the wrong people. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel as yet, please do so. And I do apologize that I didn't get to the cooking part, but yeah, I'll show you guys what the meat looks like once I'm done cooking it. There it is. I have spiced it already, so I am going to put it in this cook in a bag and let it soak for some time, and then I'll pop it in the oven and I'll show you guys how it looks after I'm done. Thank you for watching. Okay guys, so as promised, I said I would show you how the meat looks. I haven't opened it. I really hope that is well done, so I'm gonna quickly open it. Yo guys, oh my god, yeah. It looks so yummy and juicy. Oh my gosh, the lighting is so bad, but yeah, let me just open it. I'm gonna quickly dish a piece so that I can show you guys how it looks.